October the 15th. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Everything turns on your assumptions. Everything turns on your assumptions about it. And that's on you. You can pluck out the hasty judgment at will. And like steering a ship around the point, you will find calm seas, fair weather, and a safe port. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations, 12.22, October 15th. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Everything turns on your assumptions about it, and that's on you. You can pluck out the hasty judgment at will, and like steering a ship around the point, you will find calm seas, fair weather, and safe port. And a safe port. Even a dog, every dog, even a dog, Ryan Holiday from A Daily Stoic writes, even a dog, Supreme Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, distinguishes between being stumbled over and being kicked. Yet, if you've ever accidentally stepped on your dog, you'll know that the first reaction is usually a bark or a yelp or a quick snap of the jaws. In the instant, there is no distinction, just pain. Then it sees who it was. Here's our soothing voice and goes right back to wagging its tail. A virtuous person does not jump to hasty judgment about other people. A virtuous person is generous with assumptions that something was an accident, that someone didn't know it won't happen again. This makes life easier to bear and makes us more tolerant. Meanwhile, assuming malice, the more hasty of judgments make everything harder to bear. Be deliberate and accommodating with your assumptions about other people, and you'll find, as Marcus says, calmer seas and fairer weather. Calm assumptions. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Everything turns on your assumptions about it. And that's you. That's on you. Do we know the difference between our assumptions and our judgments and reality? What I see is that there's a misunderstanding between what we're assuming and what is actually happening, and what is we think it's real. It's actually we're assuming that we'll say, oh, that's that way, but we're assuming it's that way. You've made an assumption. You've anticipated, you've predicted it. And that's on you. You can pluck out you can pluck out the nasty judgment at will. And like steering a ship around the point, you will find calmer seas, fairer weather, and a safe port. Calm your assumptions. It's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. One day at a time. It's not as bad as what people are making it out to be. Wars, the war, the being fired, the lack of money, these assumptions, the hopelessness, the loneliness, the anger, the frustration, the anger for the anger you have for that person, the remorse you have, the envy, the envy. You made an assumption. We make assumptions people are happy with things that we think we want. Hear that? We are making, most of us make assumptions that that person's happy because they've got a certain amount of money. It's dressed up by the media, by our screens, and then we think about it so much in that way. We think it's, yeah, it is. We think it is. It is. I will be happy if I have more money. And we tell ourselves, I just need that money, or I need that person. Then everything will be perfect. Because we are assuming people are happy with that. We see their smiling faces, we see their cars and their big houses and their luxury and glamour and latest editions of their iPhones and the way they talk. And yeah, jealousy creeps in. Envy. We're not good enough. We're not as good enough. But we can pluck these assumptions out and once at will. Pluck, pluck, pluck. It's only your judgment. It's only your judgment that is making you miserable. That is it. It is not the fact. It's not that you don't have the money you think you need. It's not about what person is in your bed that's making you miserable. It's not it's not the type of job. It's not that promotion made you miserable. It's not that the markets or your football team lost today that's making you miserable. I know people tell you, isn't it horrible that that thing happened? Isn't it horrible that our team lost? Isn't it horrible what's happening in that country? But we can say, hang on. We can take a step, hang on. You're assuming things. You're making assumptions based on what you're hearing. But you can sort of calmly say, well, I'm just happy as I am. I just accept it. I accept things. I'm not passive. We pluck the hasty judgments out of thin air. These negative, that person shouldn't be that way, or that person from that country is But those people from that country are always like that. How are these judgments serving you? Would you like to sort of pluck them? Is are these thoughts? And you might say, well, I need to hate that person, otherwise they might get me. Or, we need anger. We need to be angry with these people. We need to do that because otherwise, we won't have the motivation to do anything about it. We need to really think about how much we hate them and what they've done and what they're doing and what they've done in the past and what they might do. It's terrible what they're doing and how dare they do that. And it's just full of assumptions, judgments. Pluck it out today. Enjoy.